right. Hey, everybody. Good evening. It's Ellen Lewis from Crazy for You, and this is a really special podcast because tonight I am coming to you from beautiful Chicago at the convention center down here, where we are at HHAmerica, which is this gorgeous trade show for the yarn industry, for the fabric industry. It's partnered with the Craft Industry Alliance. So much fun stuff is going on, and I just really wanted to share with you guys sort of what it feels like to be here. So this is going to be a little different because I have beautiful Amanda from the organization who's doing the filming, so I won't be able to see your comments. So it's not that I'm not responding to you, I just can't see them because the camera setup is really different. So come along with me and we'll just look. So I have Mary and Ginni. We're having lots of fun.
Yes.
So much cool stuff to see. So this is just this huge, big convention center. It's amazing, and all these vendors that you are familiar with, you've seen their stuff in the store, and this is how we buy it. This is where we see the stuff. It's where we come to look at it, and this is Rigo, so they have this beautiful setup here, and I'll be here tomorrow to look at their stuff and to buy some stuff for them. So that's super fun. So tonight we're just kind of walking the show floor a little bit and getting a sense of it. This is one of my absolute favorite brands. This is a Tenti, so we have a whole bunch of their stuff at World London Cup Day. So we're going to be coming back. They have a lot of new products. I'm not going to interrupt them right now, but come in and see all the stuff that they've got. And hey, they have beautiful new things to show, so I'm going to be getting a lot of fun things from them. So this is one of their products. It's a new coat basket that folds down. Beautiful. You love this stuff. So the thing about being here at the show is you get to see everything that they have live in person. And so for us, it's like the excitement of being in the store. Like everything is in person and so fabulous. So is it grand? Anyway, so let's see what else is going on. Okay, so over here. So this is Chow Gu, and as you can see, they're pouring alcohol at the event. So this is super fun party for everybody. This is their kickoff, so it's the first time anybody's had a chance to really see the booze and everything. So this is Chow Gu, and they have a beautiful new product. So she's demonstrating it over here. This is called Forte, and we'll be seeing this Those are beautiful. So look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? So these are sharp tip needles with that Chow Gu tip that you like. And then they have this African wood, which are just amazing. So yes, we'll be getting those, and those will be in very special for probably as soon as they're available. It might be something like Black Friday, so that's fun. So as you can see, there's everything. Some of the trends that we're seeing. There's a lot of crochet, right? Crochet is really having a moment. And we just had this industry trends briefing with Trisha Malcolm and a few others. And one of the things that she said that I thought was really interesting that I hadn't known before is that there's no machine to make crochet. So if you see something that's crochet, you know it's handmade, right? So that's super exciting and fun. So we're not going to go down that way, but they have all of this stuff. This is needlepoint and embroidery, so it's the whole craft industry. Just so much stuff. It's like being in a candy store. It really is just amazing. You wanted to go over here, so and I had talked to a lot of these vendors before to tell them that I was coming by, and so they know what's coming. But I don't want to disturb them if they're actually placing orders for next buyers. This is not what we're doing right now. This is visiting, but this is Dream Color. And they have a beautiful
new yarn. Hi, so this is Veronica.
Hi.
So Veronica is one of the owners of Dream in Color. So hi.
Hi.
It's so
Thanks
nice
so much
to
for
see you.
coming.
Yeah,
It's good to see you.
it's nice to see each other in person.
Exactly.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why we come. You know, we come to meet people, to make those connections.
Right.
So this is amazing.
I'm so proud of this line.
Touched it. I wish you could touch this.
I wish
You
they
will
could
have
do
to.
it. It's really soft. So this line is actually like a real passion project for me. I have really fallen in love with a lot of these Euro style patterns, probably like the rest of you. The ones by like Jen Steingas or Teti Litzak is the one that's right behind you. This is Jen Steingas
I
pattern.
love her stuff.
I think they're so beautiful, and so I just really wanted a color line that really represents those Euro styles, the kind of almost natural dye looking colors. And so what I did with this whole line is this whole line, believe it or not, is done. It's 32 colors, but it's done only using 4 colors of dye. So it's
You blend it all
it's
yourself.
exactly. So it's done with like a magenta. It's like that sort of CMYK.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a blue, like a cyan, sun yellow, like a bright magenta, and black. And that's all 32 colors are done that way with those colors. Yeah, and I mean we love the whole thing behind the logo is to kind of communicate this bridge between a very fresh, modern type of aesthetic, but also reflecting back to that folk sort of roots.
Yeah, and tell me about the base because it's just amazing.
Yeah, it's so soft. So again, what I was really trying to do is kind of again Americanize to some degree what that whole Euro approach. And so I know that American knitters are always about what's soft, right? Soft.
Well,
soft.
exactly. Yes.
I mean, that's how we are. I'm the same way. I
You're
go
spending
into
a lot of time with it.
yeah. So I know you want it soft, and so that's why we put the cashmere, and it's New Zealand lamb's wool. So it's this incredibly soft, beautiful yarn.
And silk too.
The silk is actually in the Suzette. So lamb and goat is New Zealand lamb's wool and cashmere. It's done in 50-gram skeins. The whole idea behind doing the small skeins is so that you can do the color work. So that way you don't have to buy these big, huge 4-ounce skeins like with Dream in Color when you need to do all the different colors with color work. So
This is beautiful.
I know, I love it
It's
so much.
so soft.
It's so soft.
Yeah,
It's-
that's wonderful.
I-
And the colors
yeah.
really are so wearable. I mean, this is kind of a interesting departure. I mean, I always think of Dream in Color as like really bright, happy.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this is more like wearable fashion kinds of things.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, and so otherwise we have our normal Dream in Color line back across the back wall here. So that's our normal 120 colors, and comes in I don't know a lot of
Million
bases.
colors, yeah.
All these different bases. So there's a lot of bases.
So, well, I'll be back to see you tomorrow,
Okay.
and we'll get some of that.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Veronica.
All right.
Thanks for your
Thanks,
time.
everybody.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay.
Go that way. Okay.
We got
So,
pretty things down there.
lots of things.
Pink things to look at.
Oh, right. So I have buttons. I mean, they sell buttons and sparkles and knitting and oh my gosh, so much fun. So this is the company that sells beautiful little needles. I mean, scissors for.
Oh no, it's you guys.
Oh my God, it's Tilda. Tilda. How are you? All right, Tilda, you're on camera. She's on the podcast. All right.
We're doing a podcast. Friends. Okay. I know they're from Maryland.
Right.
I don't
We'll
cover
be back
Maryland.
to see you tomorrow.
I don't cover Maryland.
Oh.
I know them.
But that's okay. I'll catch you later.
Okay.
Okay. So this is mono. You know, I love mono. Very a lot of mono in the shop. It looks like they're actually busy talking.
Can we help?
I was
just gonna, so I'm doing the podcast live, and I just wanted to show. Hi,
Yes,
Lisa. How are you? Nice to
I'm
see you.
well.
So this is Lisa. She just is owner of Fairmount Fibers. It distributes monos in the United States. So yeah, what's new?
What's new?
Look at this beautiful thing.
Just to remind everybody that Monos is a certified fair trade company, and for more than 50 years, we've been artisan owned, providing economic opportunity to rural areas.
Such a mission.
It's wonderful. It really is. So that's forever. That's old. What's exciting and new right now for us is our newest yarn cardigan, which is a 4-ply bulky weight Corriedale wool. All of it is grown in Uruguay, spun and dyed. All of our yarn is hand dyed. We're doing tonal solid, and we have a collection that we did in collaboration with Cowboy Woman.
I love that. Love that.
Yep. And Kate, Courtney, and I go, I dare
Right.
not tell you how far back.
No, I understand.
So each company designed 3 garments, and we knit them all up in both yarns. All the cargo ones are
I'm
hanging
getting in
here.
your face because I need you to see the
Sorry. All of the cargo ones are right here. You can see all of the Germantown bulky ones hanging in there.
Oh, I
We knit them
see.
each
So
in
they're at the
both.
same gauge.
They're at
I
the same
love
gauge.
that.
When
Oh,
we
that's
discovered that we
terrific.
were both introducing bulky weight yarns at 3 to the inch. Yours will go sort of 3.5, 3 3/4, maybe even 4. Ours will go 3, maybe 2 3/4. But they have this broad overlap.
Right.
And what we basically got here is a word of garments.
You know I'm about the V-neck worker, right? That's my thing.
We've got a yoke pullover, top down. We've got a traditional kind of wear it everywhere turtleneck, raglan, knit in pieces and seam. We have a cardigan, which we did in 2 lengths, a hip length and this car coat length with a shawl collar that's knit in. A cuff-to-cuff dolman, vest with a simple texture stitch, and a poncho that's open just way up the side and just hangs soft and easy on everybody. These are the new colors of the season, 11 new colors and 11 existing ones. Very pretty. Great yarn, great crunch.
Yeah.
Good, gutsy,
Right.
wool.
So it's beautiful. So this is your mohair. You know, I'm a sucker for mohair.
This is our lace weight mohair cabrito, which we've got in some semi-solid colors and some space-dyed colors, either subtle ones or bold ones.
Yeah.
And like everybody's doing with thin mohairs now, you can strand it with any of our yarns, or you can knit it by itself.
Right. Has that been good for you? The mohair. I mean, I love it. I am like I said, a sucker for the mohair.
Yep.
Like,
In fact,
Yeah,
you
no,
might
he
want to
likes,
look
he likes
over
to come and
here.
shop and tell me that less is more.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Our featured designer for fall is Lindsay Dagan.
Okay.
She stranded Alegria with cabrito the mohair.
Nice.
And made this brioche stitch cardigan.
That's very pretty. And cropped. You know, one of the trends that I'm seeing a lot is cropped.
Really?
Yeah.
I just trusted Lindsay. I think Dagan would be so great. She's got this bell sleeve.
I mean, it's not way cropped, but it's kind of cropped. Do you know what I mean? So pretty. And this is where a lot of that Trisha Malcolm calls that the puff cuff.
Cute.
Yeah. So that's I think that's a style that's here to stay. You know, until it isn't.
Right. As they go. Yeah.
As they go. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow. Great. Yeah. So thank you so much for your time, Lisa.
Happy to.
Yep.
Have a good evening.
You too. Okay, so other place that I'm so excited to share with you is this is Skissel. So this is where we get beautiful needles, and there's something so incredibly exciting that I want to share with you. Yep. So let's see. Do you want to come and talk a little bit about the needles? So, yes. Claudia?
Yeah, that's right, yes.
So this is Claudia and Pauline, and they're not just from Aggie, but they're from the parent company, Seltzers. So
Yeah, from
let's
the
talk a
company
little bit about
Seltzers.
that. Yeah.
I said the company from the company.
Just speak into the microphone.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we are from the company Seltzer, but we have the brand Adi. So we are producing the Adi needles in Germany since nearly 200 years now. We both.
Look very
Of
good.
course. but yeah, the production is in Germany, is situated in the middle of Germany, and we have about 130 employees who are working for us. Yeah.
So it's really small.
It's a small business, that's right. But we are all over the world. You can find any needs. We are very international, and we have our partners Paxel here in America. They do a great job for us here since more than 25 years, and we are very proud to work with them together.
Oh, yeah. So I always tell people when I sell your needles that Addy needles are the Mercedes-Benz German engineering.
Thank
They
you.
are perfect.
Thank you very much.
Right?
Thank you very much.
So why don't you share with us this new and exciting thing
Yeah.
that we have? People, you guys are going to love this. Hey, Ginny.
Yeah.
So check this out. Okay, this is perfect on so many levels. First of all, look at the name. Unicorn. Okay, right? Look at the color of the cable, right? It's pink. But I have to show you, Ginny. You have to show the needles themselves. Can you look at these real close? They are twisted like unicorn horns. This is so fabulous. How do you like them? Actually, it's good. I like it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it has also the lifeline
Oh.
here on the cable.
Right.
Yeah,
So you can open it up
yeah,
and
you
put a
can open it
lifeline
and
in.
you have to, you can
So-
do a lifeline, yeah.
What was the inspiration for this?
We would like to make a needle for younger people. So for the younger generation, yes. And so we thought we have a customer. He had the idea, and he said, "Can you make something like unicorns?" And it needs a little bit time because it's not too easy to produce that needle. But we find a way, and then we combined it with a fancy cord, with a pink cord, and the people are crying.
I love it so much.
So yeah, that's right.
So I know you're already going to ask. It doesn't yet come in an interchangeable set.
Not yet.
But
Lots of sizes.
there are lots of
Lots of
sizes.
sizes, lots of lengths.
And we'll be bringing those in, so
Yeah.
that will be super fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is just so fun.
And Paulina was responsible for the design of the set together. And so
Nice.
she did that job.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're that social media person too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right. So, do you have, like, could I buy a set today?
On Friday.
On Friday.
Yeah, on Friday. Yeah,
Okay,
on
perfect.
Friday.
So
Yes.
I'll do that. I will bring some home, and we'll do a whole podcast on the unicorn needles. What do you think about that? And that'll be very fun.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It's
Thank
been a
you.
pleasure.
Yeah, it's the same for us. The same for us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good time.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like. You know, when you go over, these are all the Addy clips. You know, we've got a ton of them. They have so much stuff. I mean, it's just beautiful. I think it's so fun to see all of the things. I mean, honestly, I don't know how I get out of here. Look, and here are all of them. And they're all special, you know, they're all just super wonderful. Oh my goodness. What else do we need to see? So this is Knitter's Pride while we're on the needles. They've got a whole big booth here. Where else are we looking at?
16.
Okay. Right. So this seems to be the needle place. So we did chow goo, and we did patties, and we looked at the knitter's pride. So I want to show you over here. This is Lantern Moon, and those of you who've been knitting with me for a long time know that I carried a lot of Lantern Moon needles, especially when people used to knit with straight needles. But Lantern Moon has this beautiful story. You know, their stuff is made in Vietnam, it supports the small economy there, and it's just wonderful. I had brought these, I think you guys have seen these in the shop. I loved these from back in the day. I had a whole set of them, and every time I open mine, people are like, "Where did you get that?" So it's this little silk case, and it's got a great magnet closure, right? And then you open it up, and you can put your cable needles. You can put your I don't know what that is, but you can put your repair hook. You can put your darning needles. I keep a little pair of scissors in mine. And it just keeps everything nice and, I don't know, it's elegant, you know, and I think it's just wonderful. So I love the aesthetic of it. And they've got all these cute little tape measures. And you know I'm a sucker for fun accessories. So they have lots of cute things. These beautiful scissors, I think they're lovely. Because, you know, we knit with the beautiful yarns, and we want beautiful
Hi, I'm Brenda.
things. Hi, Brenda. Nice to see you. How are you?
Good.
So I'm doing the podcast live from the show floor, so super fun. And I think you guys these little pouches. I love these. I'm planning on getting a bunch of these tomorrow, so those are cute. These are the strips. I don't knit with straight needles anymore, but these are still amazing. I mean, they are just beautiful. They have rosewood and ebony, and they just are so hard and smooth and beautiful. They also have the circular needles, which are really, really pretty. And they come in an interchangeable set. They are just, if you want to treat yourself, Lantern Moon are just really, really beautiful needles. So, very pretty stuff here. Joel, hi Joel, how are you? Nice to see you again. How are you? So this is Joel, and he was owner of Lantern Moon previously, and now he's sold.
We do, and we work really hard with them, and they're committed to making needles of the same quality. Oh, you're at this, right? No, we work really hard with them to get the quality to be Lantern Moon quality, which is iconic, so people know it.
You know it.
It changed the hardwood knitting needle that we did. It's something that people have loved, and a unique top and quality. And anyway, it's been fun to work with them, and I'm glad to see the brand.
Yeah, I'm glad too. You know, when you look at like lifestyle shoots of yarn, it's always a Lantern Moon needle.
You like seeing them?
Sure.
On the airport, on the way here.
Oh my gosh!
Magazine,
Look
House
at this.
Beautiful,
Okay.
Architectural Digest, and on the front cover
Look at that.
for California Closets, there's a woman knitting with Lantern Moon needle. Now, how do you know that?
Because.
You have to zoom in to right there where you can see the top. And
Oh yeah.
right by her elbow, I did that. So then, although you'll observe, it's an interesting knitting technique. We're not sure what she's doing.
She doesn't knit.
but
She's
her
a model.
Her hands are pretty.
Yes, her hands are lovely.
House Beautiful and Elle Decor is the other one that was in. So
Oh,
we
that's
decided we'd
great.
buy all those. So yeah, we had the rice basket originally, and then about 10 years later, Martha Stewart is going to put some painting on. Now you see them. It's everywhere, yeah.
You're still doing the towers. I have several of these towers in the shop, which are beautiful. Are they still selling these?
They are. They just started selling. This is
Those
another
are
one we had to
different
work on.
from- yeah.
This is jute. Before was seagrass.
Right.
But it hangs from these three.
Yeah.
And so this collapses. These come nested, so it's easy to ship.
Right.
And we don't have any more because when we stopped selling them, then we have to ship all of them. So our friends said, "Do you have one more? Do you have one more?" So our goddaughter has about 5 of them.
Does she?
But we're gonna get some more.
So do you want to talk real quick a minute about like the impact that Lantern Moon has had on the environment and the economy where it's made?
Well, sure. So we started with a commitment to our original rice basket producer. We lived in Vietnam, my wife and I and daughter, for 3 years, and when she came back, she said, "Well, trying to find a market for this." We had a neighbor who was in sales in the gift industry, and we worked together. And it was after about a year, it was the knitting shop in Portland in 2001. So that was after 9/11, 2001.
Oh, I remember.
So the economy was not so great, but knitting was starting to take off. And she said, "You know, I buy these baskets. They're great in-store shopping baskets." And then we were off. She said, "Go to this trade show in whenever it was. It was in San Diego in January, so it sounded great." So we went to several of those, and we listened, and we kept selling more of those baskets, and then they made beautiful silks in Vietnam, so we worked with local weavers to bring that quality up, so and then Sharon's designs to something for this market that people would like, and so we found more and more producers of them. So every region has a different fiber or a different specialty, like sewing or weaving, embroidering. Yeah, with a lot of embroiderers. Everything we did was mostly hand embroidered. So there was all these beautiful Southeast Asian things. Now, when we sold the company, the Knit Pro was in India. So, but we worked hard to get, like I said, to get the quality up. But then they had the same ethical. They had a great video about the work that the women do. So our tags always say creating income and self-reliance for women and their families. And that's still happening. And I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of, we never counted, people that have jobs. And then end up making a lot of money, the producers, and which is great.
It's good. I mean, a fair trade.
And they're still good friends. I told people the best things are to have, if you're trying to do this longest, you gotta have a good relationship. You've got to have quality. You've got to understand quality. And the production will come. And that's the way it was. Sometimes it took a long time for the production to come. So it's great to find a partner where the production was already there and we still had it. So anyway, I don't know if that answered your
It
question.
does.
But
No, I think that's great. So thank you.
thank you.
All right.
See you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Too. Yep, we've been
Thanks.
working together a long
Have a
time.
great show.
Oh, yeah, thank you. All right.
We got a good editor.
It's all good. It's live. Joel, did you not know that? Yeah, it's live. I love live. Okay, you know why I love live? Because nobody expects it to be perfect, right? And you know what? It isn't. Okay, so this is a company I have done business with in the past, but not recently. But I just think their booth is exactly why you come to the show. They put so much time and effort into this booth. It's just spectacular. The colors are amazing. Look at this. It's like they've got this whole Alice in Wonderland vibe going on. Look at this little entrance way. I think it is so, so beautiful. And they sell hand-painted yarn that is very fanciful, very bright, and very happy. That's kind of their aesthetic. And they do fiber as well. Let's look at this real close. I think that is so much fun. Isn't that great? So this is called Frabjous Fibers, and it's fun. So anyway, and let me just get a real quick pan. This is Alexandra, the Art of Yarn. So this is the company I just brought in their Dark Side of the Moon over there. So you recognize that from the shop. So it's just really nice to be able to have a chance to see all the stuff, I guess, in its native environment. So super, super fun. And this has just been, 10 booths that we've really looked at, but there's so much more. I mean, that was aisle 20 and 30 of like 100. So there's so much more to see. I wish I could share every single booth with you, but you have to go off and buy new things. So thank you so much for being here tonight. It was really great being with you, and I'm glad that I could share this bit of the show with you. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.